Tonight, with just 25 days to go, the Harris campaign with an all-out push for critical swing voters. The vice president in battleground Arizona.
This is a fight that is not against something as much as it is a fight that is for something.
After former President Obama campaigned for Harris for the first time in must-win Pennsylvania, arguing he was responsible for the strong economy during the Trump years.
Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy.
And in a striking admission, Obama, one of Harris's most high-profile backers, acknowledged her campaign has an enthusiasm problem among black voters.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
Obama speaking bluntly about his concerns why some black men may not be supporting Harris.
Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
By far, Harris still leads former President Trump among young black men.
She is somebody who is going to fight for freedom, and I really like her message of turning the page. Honestly, I'm tired of the things that Donald Trump says and like what he stands for.
But polls suggest Trump has cut into Democrats' advantage since 2020, and that could be crucial in tight battlegrounds like Pennsylvania. A question now, will Obama have an impact?
I feel like blacks have been used for their vote for years.
LaQuette Dickey voted for Obama twice. Since then, he switched to Trump over Harris.
She hasn't answered anything about any of her policies, any of them. So there's no clear line of what her policies are.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.